You floated an idea for a trade on your radio show, Bart and Hahn, every weekday on ESPN Radio, coast to coast, noon Eastern, that I thought was really interesting, and it's gotten some traction here. For those who haven't seen it, what's that idea? It
makes sense, perfect sense for, I believe, a trade to go with the Arizona Cardinals, Deshaun Watson for Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray says he won't play under the $5 million tag. You don't let some guy come in on his rookie deal that hasn't proven anything come dictate the rules of engagement for you. You send him to a place where he's never lost. He's never lost in the state of Texas. You send him to the Texans. The Texans get a franchise quarterback, and arguably, the Arizona Cardinals get a Super Bowl caliber, MVP caliber quarterback that can make them the favorite to win the championship. This is a team that's within their window. They brought in J.J. Watt, Captain America, the finishing pieces. Now, if they have a franchise quarterback that can be durable and healthy, he still does a lot of the things that the baby Mandalorian does. I think that's a win-win for everybody.
Well, it's interesting. Of course, he had great success with DeAndre Hopkins in Houston, and that would reunite the two of them together in the desert. So, Teddy, it is, pardon me, an interesting concept. I don't know that Houston could do a whole lot better than getting back Kyler Murray in all of this. They did draft Davis Mills last year. I don't know if they think he's going to be the future of their quarterback situation. What do you think? The idea of the kind of blockbuster we basically never see in the NFL, does it make sense?
Yeah, that's a little off the wall, Bart, but I'm with it because, I mean, you'd get Kyler, and then it's sort of resetting his motivation, too, because I think he's gotten comfortable there in Arizona with Cliff Kingsbury. And you're right, for him to be making demands right now when he can't even finish a season 100% healthy, I mean, it's hard. And this is a player in Kyler Murray that really has to be healthy because a small body, he's short. I mean, when there's something wrong with the lower extremities, and then he can't be the explosive player that puts him above the rest. So, man, if this would be a blockbuster, Deshaun Watson in Arizona, this is something I really like.
Yeah, let's make it clear. We don't think Kyler Murray is as good as Deshaun Watson.
No, but
he's better than anybody else they might get.
Yeah, because if you get 3 first-round draft picks, who are those 3 first-round draft picks? They can be Sam Darnold. They can mess around and be Mitchell Trubisky, and you end up, worse than you started off. It's not about picks; it's about proven players.
Tell me how something like this might happen, if it would happen. Does it make sense to you from a GM perspective?
It actually does, 100%, because now you're matching up salaries and cap room. And now, if I'm Houston, to Bart's point, Greeny, he'd be the first quarterback in this year's draft, next year's draft, including Bryce Young. So if I'm Houston, I'm recovering what I'm losing in Deshaun Watson.
Dan, the Kyler Murray piece of this, it all began when he took the Cardinals off his social media. He has subsequently put them back on. There was a bunch of public posturing in all of this. What do we think we know right now about the relationship between Murray and the Cardinals?
I think ultimately he'll be the Cardinals quarterback. I think they'll get a deal done with him. I think there's some ground to do it. It's after year 3. It's the first time they can really do it. So the early part of the negotiations may not have gone great, but ultimately I think they end up together. I do like this, though. When Bart's not here, he's a sports talk radio host, right?
Yes.
Like the backbone of sports talk radio is people calling in with off-the-wall trade ideas.
Yes.
Like it's not that off the wall. I disagree with Teddy.
It is.
I think it would make everybody happy.
I mean, it's off the wall to the extent that this is the kind of thing that just doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
You get a 26-year-old and a 24-year-old. It allows you, because you don't have to pay Kyler Murray, so you can really surround him and let him kind of prove himself. But also, you can give him the money if you want to because you have the room for it.
I haven't had Teddy in a while on the program here. So, Teddy, I guess I would ask you, the way this all has gone with Kyler Murray, the statement that the agent put out and all of the social media stuff. But here we are talking about Baker Mayfield. That's another Oklahoma first-round pick who won the Heisman. What do you think of the way this whole thing has gone with Kyler Murray?
Yeah, it's I like to say your true colors come shining through eventually, and Kyler is sort of pulling there are times during the season where I just didn't like the body language of a Kyler Murray and how he just didn't seem like to be the leader of a team, okay? And I'll say that. I mean, I didn't think I think he can be a better leader. Now, with this trade, you also have to have another team that wants that wants a 5'10" quarterback that hasn't played, that isn't very durable, all right, that possibly has attitude problems and leadership, leadership abilities that he doesn't have. So you'd have to have Nick Caserio over there in Houston saying, yeah, this is the guy that I want. And possibly, I mean, you're not going to have a lot of teams that do.
And what he definitively wants is a contract, right?
Yeah,
You'd have to sign the long-term contract with him.
Exactly, but listen, not all leaders are born. Some are made and developed, and I think you have time to really save Kyler Murray. I think he's been, coddled a little bit, and he needs a dose of reality. This would be the dose of reality that he needs. That hey, a team decided to move on from you. You only get an opportunity to be a franchise guy.
Be interesting to see. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.